Hello, I'm Selim and I'm going to talk about how I turned Nova into an autonomous CRM incident investigator for this hackathon. So the problem here is detection is instant, but debugging is slow. What I mean by that is you can easily and instantly detect the problems in your data with deterministic rules or automations. But when it comes to debug the problems or understanding the impact, explaining the results to a non-technical stakeholder, then it becomes repetitive and slow. The case I'm going to talk about here is, let's say we have a lead data set that we feed with multiple sources from different countries, and suddenly some of these forms have less entries comparing to their historical data. Then how does Nova help us? So what we do here is we do the initial analysis and we give the numbers to Nova, like can you check these numbers and do the investigation? Like if the problem is country specific, if the problem is form specific, or if the problem is isolated only for that form. And then this brings us to the question like, why did I choose Nova and why did I choose Pro 1 specifically? I chose Pro 1 because comparing to Lite 2, it's better at reasoning, and comparing to Pro 2, it's less expensive, and comparing to other models like GPT or Gemini, external models, it's more native to AWS infrastructure, and that's why I chose Pro 1. So let's go to the demo. So what I'm going to show first is I'm going to run this Python code. And while it's running, I'm going to show what we give to Nova in the first place so that it can start the investigation. As you can see, we have a query here that we run first, and then we give the result to Nova. But first, we detect the anomalies. Like, as you can see, the three forms have drops recently comparing to their previous data, their historical data. And these are FR LinkedIn form, GB web form, and DE web form. Let's go back to the analysis and let's just go to the part that Nova does the reasoning and all that. So basically, as you can see, we give 6 queries to Nova that you can use them efficiently based on the use case. And at first, it runs all of them except one for LinkedIn FR. And it's like, okay, this is an isolated source specific interruption. So it's like other countries are fine in terms of LinkedIn forms, and other forms in FR is fine too. So that's the reasoning what we expect from it. And then after that, we come to the second form, which is GB web form. And then again, it runs all the queries, only skipping the one that it skipped for FR LinkedIn. And at the end, it's like, okay, this seems like broader multi-country same source weakness. So it basically says that web form has a problem for multiple countries. It's not just for GB. And after that, as you can see, it's basically does the analysis for DE, Germany. And this time it skips this query, which is about understanding is web form working fine for other countries. But it skips that because it's already did it for UK. And it comes to the same conclusion like, okay, this is a broader issue. So what I try to emphasize here is it's not just a tool that does everything all the time, just repeats the every step. It basically does the reasoning in an intelligent way. And it's like, okay, I don't have to run this query because I already ran it. So thanks a lot for listening to me.